Ariana.
Adam Forth. I almost said Adamana, but I want to say Adam Forth as many times as I can before this is over, y'all.
How are you?
I am just swell. Adam, how are you doing over there? Are you still snowed in?
There was more snow yesterday. There's a lot of snow outside right now, but it's manageable. It's manageable.
You can drive snow again now.
Yeah, I can drive, and also I can drive in the snow. I grew up.
Oh yeah, I know you can. I know you can, fellow
South
Bend native.
RJ, I don't trust him driving.
Arizona, yeah. Phoenix native.
No snow in the UK.
Oh no, y'all! It is so nasty, and well, today it was really pretty. Like the weather was nice, but it is just muddy and wet, and it's been very gray. So I was saying to Adam, I was like, I want some snow. Can we get some snow instead? Actually, like that would be better. Yeah. I would happily take a very like frozen solid ground over like wet mucky mud.
Right.
Yeah.
Ari.
Adam, here we are.
This week, this is so crazy.
I know.
This week, this has been going on for so long. Okay.
I know.
This week, we read chapter 36 called The Flaw in the Plan, which is the last chapter of the Harry Potter book series. There's one epilogue. We'll get to that. But
crazy.
Last chapter. Ari, what happens in this final chapter?
Harry survives, and good chaos ensues, shall we say? Harry survives, good chaos ensues, and Harry decides what to do with the Deathly Hallows. I think that's pretty good for the last chapter.
You got it. The end.
I just want to say it is so crazy that this is the last chapter, and then like what year did we start doing this? Has this been going on for 5 years now? Is it 5 years?
I think it's like May of 2020. Yeah.
Yeah. So a little under 5 years, basically. Or no, a little over 5 years for counting.
6 years.
6 years counting. 2020. Yeah. Wow. It's just crazy. That is it's very like full circle moment. Like just think, I can't, like there's so many things in our lives that I'm just like, if you would have told me this is where we were going to be at the end of this podcast, I would have been like,
at the beginning of this podcast was we were still in the first Trump presidency. Can we just take a moment and realize that we didn't know Joe
we didn't know what was coming. Yeah, we didn't know what was in store, y'all.
We had no clue. God. No idea.
Jesus. Guys. Thoughts and prayers for the state of the world.
Thoughts and prayers for us, for me and Ari.
Yeah, exactly. We're hanging on by a thread, y'all. No, just kidding. This podcast is the only thing keeping us here, everyone. It's about to end. Oh, God. Just kidding. So the chapter opens with Harry awakening to find himself face planted on the forest floors.
So this whole last chapter happened in the blink of an instant. Because it's supposed to be like the next exact moment. Like,
yeah, like
just
what
happened.
Maximum, like maybe 10 seconds where they like something we don't know exactly what, but because Harry doesn't hear people celebrating, he's like, something must have happened with Voldemort. We don't know what, because obviously Harry has to pretend like he's dead, guys. So
he's gonna play possum for half of this chapter.
He can't break the act. Isn't there a term for that? He can't break character. And I call myself an actor.
You
can't
fool.
Break character. Guys, he has to maintain, the facade. So Yeah, he hears Bellatrix offer like help to Voldemort or something. Like, oh my lord.
My lord. Oh,
My lord. Yeah. My lord.
Voldy. Also, her husband has to be right there. Who's also a Death Eater. And he's like, first of all, love that Bellatrix's husband never speaks. We never get Mr. Lestrange's line. Maybe he only speaks French. We don't know.
I did not know that I would today on this podcast experience Adam orgasming the word Voldy.
Voldy. Right there, Voldy. Right there.
I did not know that's what I was going to be experiencing today. What a great bonus. What a great note to go out on.
We only have so many episodes left, Ari. I have to get it in at some point.
Yeah, exactly. Adam was like, Adam's little schedule on the wall there about the like podcast. He's like, make a little star. Make sure you fit in.
And if you've read Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, you know Voldemort was also getting it.
Guys.
Hello.
You know that this is something that she did. We're not making this up. This was something that
this
she
is canon.
wanted.
This is canon.
Canon. This is canon. So yeah, so basically she's trying to help him up and he's like, I do not require your assistance, woman. Get away from me. Which honestly, I do kind of like that, like, even when he actually kind of does need some help, he literally is like, get away from me. Like, I have met people like this, and I'm just always like, okay, you're going to live alone. You're going to die alone. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it just is like so pathetic to me. Like, it's like someone's offering you help and you like lash out at them. I'm just like, okay. Anyway. So apparently he's like, passed out, fell to something happened, which Harry is like, oh, he must have gone somewhere when I went to talk to Dumbledore. Something happened there, because clearly the way people are reacting to him, he's not well. I'm not well at all. So yeah, then he's like, someone go confirm that he's dead, that Harry's dead. And then he like does like some little spell that like zaps Narcissa, and she like squeals, and he's like, you go check on him. So Narcissa Malfoy comes over to Harry's side, literally puts her hand down his shirt to his bare flesh. I was like, girl, this is not your child.
She also like holds his eyelid open. She like is like, it's so crazy.
Why, if you held, I don't know, if your eye is still, can you really tell if someone's alive by checking their eyeball? Like, maybe does your eye, I guess the light, it's like the light in their eyes. Maybe that's kind of scary.
The concept of just not looking for a pulse is funny to me. Maybe wizards are that stupid.
They don't get that training at St. Mungo's. They're like, what do you mean a pulse? But yeah, so she puts her hand all the way down his shirt and like obviously can feel his heart beating. Yeah. She's like, in a super, super quiet voice, barely, like we're talking even quieter than ASMR level. She's like, is he alive? Is he alive?
Is Draco alive?
Is he alive?
Is he in the castle?
Yeah. Is he alive? Is he in the castle? And then Harry breathes back. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta turn this color.
This is just gonna be what the whole episode is like, guys. Sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. I'm having a whale of a time.
There we go.
So then, because he says yes, Narcissa announces that Harry Potter is dead. So she can go back and get Draco and save him, because she doesn't care if Voldemort wins or loses at this point. She just wants to go and get her son. So
Yes.
at this point,
Joe's through line of motherhood.
Girl, it happens with Molly Weasley as well.
Yes, it happens twice in this chapter. Yeah. Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. She does it with both of them. It's such a thing.
To be clear, I just think it's more I'm commenting on it as a theme in Joe's writing that she is very passionate about very clearly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just pointing it out. I like this moment with Narcissa. I buy this. I like this a lot.
It's not that, like, of course, this is actually very on par for mothers. Like, we know there's obviously a history of mothers that, like, will kind of fight to the death to defend their children. This is not new information. But it's just that Joe uses this as, like, the only identifier with so many female characters in this book. That it's just like, okay, girl, correct. I don't know anything else about Narcissa Malfoy. I don't know anything else about her. I don't know anything else really about Molly Weasley other than she likes that one singer, Celestia Warbeck. That's the only other thing I know.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Celestina. That's the only thing I know about Molly. Only other thing. So the Death Eaters do erupt into cheers that he's dead now. And Voldemort tauntingly casts the Cruciatus Curse on what he believes is Harry's corpse. So Harry, in his mind, he was like, I thought there might be something like this, so I really have to prepare myself not to react because I don't want it to be revealed that I'm alive. But surprisingly, there is no pain. He prepares for it, but there isn't any pain. He's shocked. And his body is just kind of tossed around by Voldemort's spell.
He's throwing him up in the air. He hip hip hooray!
Yeah,
hip hip hooray!
Yeah, and then he basically just is thrown into the air 3 times, and then he just falls back down to the ground. So then Voldemort orders his followers to come with him to the castle, because they're going to show everyone Harry's dead body. To obviously break their spirits. So he commands Hagrid to carry Harry so that Harry's body can be seen, obviously, because Hagrid is a giant. So his glasses fell off when he was being bounced up into the air. And so someone jams his glasses back onto his face. But Hagrid cradles him very gently, and he's sobbing as he's carrying Harry. And I believe, if I can't remember exactly what the text was, but there is something that Harry wishes he could communicate to Hagrid that he is okay, but he knows that Hagrid would give it away. Because he would obviously be so overwhelmed by the fact that Harry would be alive. So he's I can't, I have to just let him believe I'm dead for right now. So with Hagrid at the front, all the Death Eaters and Voldemort walk through the forest. Hagrid.
I totally meant to ask a question, but then okay.
It's okay.
Is the reason Harry doesn't feel pain when he does the Cruciatus Curse?
Oh no.
Is it due to the thing that we find out later, or is it?
Yeah.
In the moment, I was like, oh, is it because he's so limp? He's just his body just does whatever it needs to do because it's so...
So I made a note about this later where I was like, are we supposed to interpret this as the same thing of Lily's sacrifice?
Okay, but I'm going to be so honest. This chapter, I don't understand what happens in this chapter. I'm gonna be very honest. I might not be smart enough to read this chapter.
No, it's not. It's not that, Adam.
I was when we get to later, when they're and then this is who really has the Elder Wand. I was I'm lost. I'm gonna give it to God. I'm giving it to God. I don't care.
Give it to God, girl. So I had a question about this because I do think my question, obviously everyone that's listening to this is going to have read this chapter. So I don't know if it is that Harry was willing to sacrifice himself to save everyone, and so that's what's protecting everyone, or if it's the Elder Wand, so it's not working properly because it's loyal to Harry.
Was what, yeah. Okay.
Or if we're supposed to think it's like a combination of the two. Like,
but then here's what I don't understand, because the sacrifice thing is like has always been predicated on it being like a parent's, specifically a mother's sacrifice for
mother's
her
love,
offspring.
Yeah.
And something about the blood, blah blah blah. I always assumed it's like because she's like his biological mother. But then like if now we're doing this like then it's also this. Hasn't everyone who's died been sacrificing themselves? Like, isn't
literally
this all a sacrifice?
Is it? Well, that's what I'm wondering, that it's like, it's because Harry specific. Maybe
aren't they all protected by Colin Creevy's death? Like,
yeah, come on. Yeah, Adam wants Colin Creevy's sacrifice to count, y'all. Come on now.
Yes.
I think it's the thing that I would say is that because they were all dueling and fighting to survive, it doesn't count in the same way that Harry went and didn't even try to defend himself. That's why it's like
a true like
different. Excuse me, but
and Dumbledore's doesn't count because he was already gonna die.
It was planned. It was like orchestrated.
That
basically.
whole thing, girl.
Well, but it's a good question, because it's like, but he knew he was going to. He knew there was a chance that Snape was going to kill him. So then, what is that? What does that do?
Right. Well, that's why it doesn't count that Snape got the girl.
The wand.
I genuinely think I don't understand this chapter.
The wand thing, I can explain that. It's the disarming. It isn't a battle, like a battle to the death. That does not matter. It is simply the disarming. But like you and I have discussed before, what does that mean then when someone Expelliarmus?
No, that's not the okay. Okay, yes, I understand what you're saying. That's not the question I have about the wand thing, because then it's like the Elder Wand magic ends up transferring
into another wand.
Wands. Like, what?
We're not supposed to. I don't think we're supposed to believe that, but we're supposed to believe then the Elder Wand will know who it's serving isn't its real master. So it won't work properly. And because Harry is there, we're supposed to be like, that wand knows its real master is there. But this is what I'm saying, that I'm like, I don't know if she's saying that it's a combination of the two for the whole thing. Like the wand isn't working properly for Voldemort because it's actually Harry's, or if it's just because of Harry's sacrifice. Like, I don't know if we're supposed to believe it's a hybrid of the two.
But also, I just need to point out that in the new Wizarding World section at Epic Universe, and this is so boring and I understand that, the French do not, we learn, if you go in that area, we learn that the French, which has been approved by Joe Rowling.
By her, right.
And you can be like, well, blah, blah, blah. She has to approve every single thing that happens in the Wizarding World.
At the Wizarding World, yeah.
They say that the French understanding of wand work, or whatever, so also, let's say, Fleur's understanding of wand work, is you can just buy whatever wand. It doesn't. The wands do
we
not
don't do that
wizards.
Here. Yeah, we don't do that here.
But now we're saying like the crux of this chapter hinges on the idea that the wand is choosing who its master is.
Right.
I just want to point that out. It's neither here nor there. Just wanted to point it out. Just food for thought. Nibble on that.
Move along now. I am interested to hear people's theories on this of how they interpreted it, because I'm like, I am also confused in terms of, are we supposed to believe it is simply just the sacrifice? I'm fine with that. That's fine with me. But is it a combination of the sacrifice combined with that? So like maybe the sacrifice wouldn't have been enough. And also the sacrifice is really just he sacrificed himself so everyone is protected. Just anyone. I was like, what do you mean? Yes, he did like mean to protect all these people, correct. But I'm like, but that's it. It's just like, that was my intention because I'm a wizard. Like there's magic that activates. I'm like, for everyone? I don't know. Anyway. And then is it the whole thing of he has Harry's blood, and so then that, do you know what I just don't know. I'm like, is that a part of the equation?
There's too many things.
Yeah. So anyone that's like, oh, I figured it out, this is what's happening, please let us know.
Let us know.
So where was I? Yeah. So they're walking through the forest. Hagrid ends up shouting over to the centaurs because they didn't help with the fight. And they're just like standing there silently because he's like, look, I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. Yeah. I hope you're... Well,
Hagrid starts doing a performance of Defying Gravity with Bane. The
same. Yeah. And then they also end up walking past the Dementors. But Harry's like, I'm not even affected by that noise because my Patronus lives inside me now. Girl, because I survived. I will survive. And so then...
Go back. What did you just say? Did I skip this?
Huh.
Say that part again?
Because
they have to go through the Dementors.
But Harry's like, I don't know if they go through them, but they walk past them, and Harry's like, I'm not even fazed by that noise.
Because his Patronus lives inside of him now?
That was what he said. It was like his Patronus, the Patronus of his father, the stag, was burning bright inside him, something like that. It might have said as if.
They would not affect him now. The fact of his own survival burned inside of him, a talisman against them, as though his father's stag kept guardian in his heart.
That's what it was. Yeah, his stag's burning in him.
This is the exact same thing as the book 3. Like, he knew he could produce a Patronus because he saw himself produce a Patronus. This is the same thing. The fact of his own survival. He knows he will survive, so he can.
He survives.
Great. Love it. Love it, Diva.
Great. Love. Here for it. So Voldemort amplifies his voice, and then he announces, Harry Potter is dead. And he was killed trying to escape the battle. The fighting should stop. Otherwise, I will kill every last man, woman, and child that tries to fight back against us, and you will all die. So they're coming back to the castle to show that Harry's dead. Harry, like, does one of these to see.
He's really risky with opening his eyes. He's real risky about it.
How can you open your eye just enough so you can, like, see through your, like, my eye can technically see a rough outline of Adam right now. Yeah, you do it too. I can, but I don't know if you'd be able to see that my eye technically is open. It's this one. Can you see, guys? Listeners, viewers?
Can we get a confirmation?
Because I can see through my lashes, but I'm like,
it's more just, I feel like you would then notice your eyebrow or eyelid.
Like flinching.
To like hold it in place.
So he peeks just enough to see that Voldemort has Nagini like draped over his shoulders. And she is no longer in her enchanted jello goo stuff. So she's free.
I liked this because in Voldemort's mind, Harry did this whole Horcrux thing on his own. So because Voldemort is like, I will never have another person help me do anything, he doesn't even know that Harry would have ever told anybody else about
Yeah, he's like, only he knows. Yeah, only Harry knows.
So Nagini's fine now.
Yeah, she can be out and about, girl, on display.
We're doing Slave for You from the VMAs in 10 minutes, okay? And I want to see you all in the Great Hall.
Ready, okay? Nagini. The Great Hall. Oh, God. Why was the Adam? Why did she have a snake in that performance? What was how was it connected? How was it connected?
Because
it was literally there just for
we needed her
factor.
to be iconic. And guess what?
It was just, and she was, but it had nothing to do with
nothing.
Now I'm laughing. Wasn't it Casey that said when she was a kid, they did like, they earned her like sister or cousin or someone like did a performance of I'm a Slave for You? I just spit.
Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt at all.
Oh my God. Sorry. I don't know if I did spit. I don't know if that showed up on the camera. My bad, guys. I was just laughing so
sick.
I don't know where it went. I'm like, I don't know where it didn't go on the camera because I'm looking at it. So I don't know where it went. Yeah, she's free. She has to be backstage in the wings to perform I'm a Slave for You in 15 minutes. The Death Eaters get to the castle with Harry's seemingly dead body on display, thanks to Hagrid. Mm-hmm. Well, not Hagrid doesn't want to be showing it, but Hagrid's carrying him. And then Harry is actually very like overwhelmed by hearing Minerva McGonagall cry out, scream like, no, after seeing him, because he just never thought he would hear that sound coming out of her. And then he hears Ron, Hermione, and Ginny.
Well, I didn't think I'd ever hear horny Bellatrix Lestrange either, but here we are. We're hearing a lot of women for the first time, okay?
God.
Voldy. I'm only doing it to bother Ari at this point.
No, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. I think it's hilarious, but it just is like, like I think hearing Voldy specifically. He probably, to be honest, Adam, he probably was like, if they were like getting together, he was like, do not make a sound. Don't look at me.
It's so funny to me because it's funny to me that there is a cursed child in which like Voldemort had sex with someone, because in my brain,
he doesn't even have a penis.
He's like a non-sexual being.
Yeah. It's literally like a Ken doll down there.
I don't mean like he's Ace. I just mean like he just exudes no sensuality in any way whatsoever.
Not at all.
That is not his whole MO is actually not that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, no intimacy, no connection, nothing. So Harry it is upsetting for Harry to hear everyone like obviously thinking that he's dead. It's sad. So suddenly, Voldemort, like, everyone quiets because I can't remember if there's a couple times where he, like, sets off a loud bang, but I think he just, like, enchanted them all to be quiet. So Voldemort commands Hagrid to lay Harry down in the grass at his feet. He's like, put him at my feet where he belongs. I was like, ew. Okay, girl. And then Voldemort addresses the crowd saying that Harry... he was a little coward. He let other people sacrifice themselves for him. He was just hiding behind other people. And then Ron yells out, he beat you. And then everyone else starts like shouting at him as well. So there's some type of, even when he's trying to enchant the crowd into silence, it's not holding. Mm-hmm. And then there's this loud bang that he casts out from his wand, and then everyone's quiet again. And then he tries to convince them that Harry was like murdered trying to flee. Like he was abandoning everyone and was only trying to save his own skin. And then this is like too much for Neville. We don't know it's Neville, but we hear like a scuffle happening. And then we find out it's Neville thanks to Bellatrix, who identifies him to Voldemort by saying like, oh, we tortured his parents. It's their
he's
son.
the one. Oh, do you remember? Do you remember
let me hear this crazy story
before you were a smoke? Do you remember back then?
So crazy. This is how we know this kid. And so then
that's little Neville Longbottom. Isn't it crazy how time flies, Voldy?
And so then Voldemort's like, oh, yes, I remember you. Oh, haha. And then he's like, you're a pure blood, aren't you? And Neville's like, yeah, who gives a shit about that? And he's like, well, me, I'm Voldemort. That's my whole thing. So he's like, I would think that you'd make a great, it's my whole gig. I would think that you would actually be a great Death Eater because you've got this fight in you. And then Neville, of course, is like, I don't want anything to do with that. And then he is like Dumbledore's army to the rest of the crowd who respond, back to him. And then Voldemort's like, okay, well, never mind. I guess I'm going to kill you then. But he first summons the Sorting Hat from the castle because he's going to make an example out of Neville first.
This is crazy. I don't remember this at all. I did not remember this.
Yeah, it's crazy. So he announces to everyone in the crowd that there won't be any sorting via the Sorting Hat anymore. Everyone's just going to be a Slytherin. And I was like, that's really surprising to me because I wouldn't think he would want everyone to be a Slytherin. I would think it would be something, I guess maybe anyone that he doesn't want to be there, he would literally just kill them or
Yeah, well, he's fine with anyone there because they're actual wizards. There's no Muggleborns left, so.
Oh, okay, sure. But I was like, I don't know. Just it was surprising to me that he was just like, I'm gonna just have everyone be a Slytherin. I was like, not that I thought he'd maintain the houses, but I was like, I thought that was a very special honor to be in your ancestor's house or whatever.
I'm sorry, there's something so crazy too about a grown man who's in his second corporeal form being like, I'm still concerned about the dormitory situation that I lived in when I was 11. I'm sorry, you're weird, bro. If I was Simpson Hall, freshman year Loyola, honey, till I die,
and that's university. Yeah.
And that's more recent.
Yeah.
What a fucking weirdo, bro.
Mertz
till it hurts.
But this is what I'm saying. So I was in a sorority, Delta, 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 Tri Delta. I would not want, well, I can't compare myself to Voldemort to be fair, because I would be in Hufflepuff. So I would be like, yeah, everyone's welcome. But if someone was an asshole, I would be like, you don't get to be in my sorority. There were people in my sorority that I was like, I don't think you should be in my sorority.
But a sorority is almost still too different because you elect to pledge and you have to go through a process in order to be chosen. Whereas
yeah, you're right. A dorm.
This is the school you have to go to. You're going to be sorted into one of these 4 houses.
Yeah.
They're the only places that have beds. You have to sleep somewhere. Even if the Sorting Hat was well, you're really not any of these 4 characteristics.
It was
you gotta just scroll through the roster and see who has an empty bed this year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what dorm
looks
room?
like you're a Ravenclaw.
Oh, not smart. No problem. We got.
Doesn't matter.
In there,
They've got the room.
Oh my God. I would not bode well in Ravenclaw. I would be like.
You'd never get back in that dorm.
No,
you'd have to wait for someone else to.
Yeah, I'd be like, my brain is too tired. My brain is so busy. Please, I can't. I don't know. Luna, help me.
You'd always be traveling with your friends and then have them solve the riddle, and then after months, they'd be like, "Have you ever noticed that Ari never solves the riddle?
Yeah, they'd be like,
she never pipes up." Guys,
she never offers anything. It'd be like in the Celebrity Traders. Celebrity Traders over here. There was a woman on that who's a news anchor. Was it Claire? Is that Claire or Kate? I can't remember.
I wrote Ari. Ari is a traitor because she's not she's not a real Ravenclaw.
She's not a real Ravenclaw. And I would be like, correct. I don't know why I'm supposed to be in Hufflepuff. I don't know how I ended up here, guys. But I'm so tired at the end of the day, so I have to sleep somewhere. I need to sleep in the bed. Yeah, so he says that everyone's going to be a Slytherin from now on. I genuinely think I was the most gagged by that in the whole chapter. I was like, really? This is so shocking.
That was what you were most gagged.
Yeah, girl. I was literally like,
wow.
I just did not, I don't remember this at all. And I didn't think he would say everyone will be a Slytherin. I thought he would just say like the only people that are, I don't know. I guess I don't have an alternative solution, but I just didn't think he'd want everyone there to be a Slytherin.
Well, maybe you're right.
If maybe he's like a
Marxist and he's like, we all share the same amenity. Like it's communism.
I don't know if I would say Voldemort is a communist. And so then
you don't think so?
So then suddenly he jams the sorting hat onto Neville's head and sets it on fire. And so everyone's it's quite crazy. So then everyone's screaming. I remembered that this happened, so I wasn't as gagged by that because I remember that he does this. But he suddenly, in this next moment, there's like a ton of different things that all happen at once. So there's like, I don't know if you were confused about this. It sounds like suddenly there's like a wave of people that like come from behind the castle or from around the castle.
Yes, like just around a wall. All of a sudden we've got
so I was like, but this
the giants.
But that is like people because we get told that the centaurs have like joined the fray. But I was like, is that initial sound that we heard the centaurs, or is that like other wizards coming to fight? Because I was kind of confused about that. So basically though, there's all these people come to fight, like to take on the Death Eaters. The centaurs of the forest have joined the fray. They're shooting arrows at the Death Eaters. Grop, Hagrid's giant half-brother, comes around looking for Hagger. And then him and the giants start going at it. Harry pulls the invisibility cloak over him and leaps up. So Neville is able to break free of Lord Voldemort's body binding curse that he put him on. So again, magic's not working. And then he pulls the sword of Gryffindor out of the sorting hat.
Yeah, and where was the last time we saw it? Didn't Hermione use it to get rid of the? I thought Hermione used it to kill the. No, she used the basilisk. What's his name?
Yeah.
What's his name took it?
Griphook took it and it disappeared.
Griphook took it. That was the last time we saw it.
It disappeared and it appeared out of the hat again. So Neville's able to break free and he pulls out the sword out of the sorting hat, just like Harry did in second year. So Neville immediately cuts off Nagini's head. Neville understood the assignment. He was like,
correct.
All right, done. I did. Yeah. He was like, I know what I'm going to do with it. I got the sword. I'm ready. So Voldemort screams, but you can't hear the scream over like the chaos that has erupted. Then Harry, the din of chaos. And so then Harry cast a protective shield charm in Neville's direction so that Voldemort can't hurt him. And then he runs into the castle pursuing Voldemort, basically. The Great Hall...
Everyone starts running back into the castle because of the scent. Like, that is how I interpret it. Like,
the
everyone's just like, so they all just like run into the castle.
I actually really liked there being a battle in the castle / the Great Hall. Like, I liked that. I was actually kind of sad they didn't do that in the film. They really had it be like Harry and Voldemort are on their own, like outside. Yeah. Which maybe sure in terms of like the I don't know. I feel like you could have made it work in the Great Hall, but whatever. It's fine. So the Great Hall is full of people dueling each other. It looks like basically like a bunch of other people have come to Hogwarts to come and defend their school and like to try and protect, obviously, like freedom.
Their kids.
Yeah, their kids as well. So Voldemort is trying to give his followers orders, and Harry is just like casting shield charms, like to protect anyone that looks like they might get targeted by Voldemort. Mm-hmm. And then the house elves, led by Kreacher, who is wearing Regulus's locket around his neck, they have also joined the fight, and they're like hacking away at Death Eater's legs with kitchen knives. So cool. Voldemort is like right in the middle of everything going on, so Harry is like trying to get to him, and then all around his friends are like engaged in fighting for their lives, basically. So I wanted to read some of these pairings.
Oh yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
George and somebody are attacking Yaxley.
Yes. Yes, so Harry saw Yaxley slammed to the floor by George and Lee Jordan, saw Dolohov fall with a scream at Flitwick's hands, saw Walden McNair thrown across the room by Hagrid. That was my personal favorite, because remember, McNair was the executioner for Buckbeak, y'all. So Hagrid got his revenge. Hit the stone wall opposite and slide unconscious to the ground. He saw Ron and Neville bringing down Fenrir Greyback, Aberforth stunning Rookwood, Arthur and Percy flooring Thickness, and Lucius and Narcissa Malfoy running through the crowd, not even attempting to fight, screaming for their son. I think they do this in the film as well. I'm trying to remember, unless I'm thinking of a scene that was like a deleted scene. I can vividly picture people fighting and then like Narcissa and Lucius running. So that actually might be a deleted scene, but I do think they did film that. Voldemort was now dueling McGonagall, Slughorn, and Kingsley all at once. So she tried to give Slughorn a little bit of he tried to help in the end.
He's the only Slytherin that's like referenced that is a good, like he's in the fight.
Yeah, actively fighting against him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Bellatrix is still fighting. She's dueling Hermione, Ginny, and Luna all at once. So then Harry sees a killing curse basically go right past Ginny, like miss her by like an inch. And Molly Weasley also sees this. So Harry goes to try and protect Ginny, but Molly gets there first. Oh gosh, sorry, my eye just really started itching. Okay. And then we get the iconic line from our beloved
daughter,
Molly. She says, "Not my daughter, you bitch." But what I really liked is that obviously she like throws off her cloak and runs over. Bellatrix is laughing, but then she, when she starts dueling Molly, she like becomes very serious all of a sudden because Molly is like quite really the match for her. But there is a moment where Bellatrix says, "What will happen to your children when I've killed you? When Mummy's gone the same way as Freddie," which I just was like, I cannot imagine having lost a child on this day and someone that just tried to kill my daughter says that to me. Like, I was like trying to imagine if I heard some, like in real life, like someone say that. And I was like, oh my God. And Molly, the way it's written, there's like a dash in between each word. But Molly says, "You will never touch our children again." And then Bellatrix laughs. And Molly strikes her with a killing curse. And she did.
Is it a killing curse?
Dead. I thought it said, did it say green? Molly's curse, it doesn't say color, I guess. Molly's curse soared beneath Bellatrix's outstretched arm and hit her squarely in the chest, directly over her heart. Bellatrix's gloating smile froze. Her eyes seemed to bulge. For the tiniest space of time, she knew what had happened, and then she toppled. And the watching crowd roared, and Voldemort screamed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't clarify what it was. So technically what she could have just hit her directly in the chest with something. But I think I think her daughter almost died. She lost her son. I think it was probably Avada Kedavra. It doesn't say, though. It doesn't specify green.
Yeah.
But I don't know is there another spell that could like cause your heart to stop, maybe? Like, but yeah, she did. It hit her, whatever that curse was, hit her right in the chest, and she dies. So then
Stapes Arterius.
Oh, someone said it? Someone said it?
No, I just made that up.
Oh. And then this is what Adam, you could be the next.
I'd really rather not
Rolling,
be.
but like, I'd
really rather not.
The next, you could be the next world-renowned child's novel author.
Sure.
You can come up with the spells just as well, if not better. So Voldemort is obviously very upset by this. Harry casts a shield charm between him and Molly so he doesn't hurt her. And then this is where I said, can I ask a question about the shield charm? Would this always work against the killing curse? Is this like, because I'm like, could anyone cast a shield charm to, like, it would protect them once from Avada Kedavra, like, theoretically, and then if they kept, like, I'm just like, or is this because...
The sacrifice,
or is it because the Elder Wand situation? That, like, as long as there's a shield charm, like, this is what I mean, that I'm just like, I have questions on, because can people just shield themselves from the Avada Kedavra curse? I wish I could remember a time it's happened, but I'm like, I just can't remember because it's all blur. This book is such a blur to me.
I think if you were to ask her, she would just say it's all of it.
Yeah, it's everything
all
combined.
Combined, yeah.
So yeah, I was curious about that. But yeah, so he casts this shield charm to protect Molly, and then he pulls off the invisibility cloak to reveal himself at last. And the moment has come. It is time. The showdown of the century, Harry and Voldemort, it is about to happen. They just start circling each other at the same time. Harry tells everyone not to help. He says, it's got to be like this. It's got to be just the two of us. One of us is about to die. Neither can live while the other survives. And Voldy's like, and you think that could be you? You think you could be the one that survives? And Harry's like, well, because he says, sorry, to clarify, he's like, you think you're going to be the one that survived? The boy that's literally here by accident because Albus Dumbledore's been pulling the strings to keep you alive. And Harry's like, you think it was an accident that my mom sacrificed herself and saved me? You think it was an accident that I made it out of that graveyard? An accident that I didn't defend myself today and yet still have returned to fight you? And Voldemort is just like taunting him basically. And he's going on, goes back to what he was saying earlier about how he's like hid behind other more powerful witches and wizards and like them sacrificing themselves to protect Harry. That's the only reason that he's here. And then Harry's like, well, you're never going to be able to kill anyone ever again. It's because of my willingness to sacrifice myself in the Forbidden Forest, because I was trying to protect his friends and loved ones, everyone in Hogwarts. This is what I mean, Adam, that I'm like, but there are people that he's like never met, but he just is protecting them. Like his sacrifice, it's like a big blanket cover over it. Like,
I don't know.
It's just like,
couldn't tell you. Does it last forever? I don't know. Is it just
how like do we have like 20
Voldemort?
minutes? Yeah. So yeah, he's like, because I was willing to sacrifice myself for all of my friends and the people that I love here, just like my mother did. My willingness to do that protects all of them. And this is apparently why none of the spells he's trying to cast, he is in Voldemort, are like sticking. And then he's like to Voldemort, he's like, there's actually a lot that you don't know. Shall I explain it to you? Do you want me to break it down for you?
Since this is the last chapter of the book,
Yeah,
I'm going to give you a bit of an explanation.
And then Voldemort's like, oh, is it love? Are you going to tell me it's love? Or do you think that there's something more powerful that I, Lord Voldemort, like don't even know about? I who know, basically he's like, me who knows everything, who defeated Dumbledore, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
But this is my thing. Okay, so, and I guess she is framing this as like, it's Dumbledore's theory that it was love, to be clear. But by framing
he seems pretty confident. Like, he's like, that's what it is. It's ancient magic. I don't think it's
this is what I'm saying is like, it's the same idea. The sacrifice is the same, allegedly. It's the same sacrifice as what Harry just did that is now protecting all these people. But Harry doesn't love all these people.
No.
So it's
just...
I don't know.
Because he was willing to die. This is what I'm saying. That I'm like, some of these people Harry doesn't know. Yes, he does want to protect everyone. But like, some of these people he doesn't even know them. These are students he's never even met.
Yeah. And I think the love, I just think it's like so interesting that she even brought the love thing back up, because I feel like this is standing in direct opposition to that idea that it's the love thing. Like, Harry's sacrifice is honorable and valiant and like
brave,
all the things that like make a Gryffindor, right? But like, I don't feel that love is in the equation at all, unless it's like a general concept
for
of
certain,
like love.
Yeah, like for certain characters, yes.
Right, but I don't even think like Harry would... The concept of love in this book series, I think, is very interesting because Harry as a character does not engage with that concept in any meaningful way. Yeah. It is like told to him that his mother loved him, and then like we can, I guess, assume he loves Ginny and like loves his friends, but there is no shared like feeling of love in this book series in that kind of way. So
not
it's very
from him, not within that way.
Yeah,
he's very awkward
very
with any show of affection in that way.
So that's why I was like, oh, is the love, then we're supposed to look back at his mother's sacrifice and be like, her love led her to sacrificing herself. It's not necessarily the love itself. It's still the sacrifice.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sure.
Like, it's like, I don't know. Harry tells Voldemort that it's both. So he's like,
yes, and
yeah. He's like, it's both. And Voldemort's like, I can't believe this is absolutely ridiculous. And he's like, because Harry basically is saying like, thanks to Dumbledore, he knows what it is. And Voldemort's like, I killed Dumbledore. He died because of me. Like, I clearly bested him. And then Harry's like, no. And I'm going to tell you what really happened. And this has to do with Severus Snape. And so Harry explains the truth about Snape's allegiance to Dumbledore, and that the whole like Dumbledore's death situation was planned, and Dumbledore knew that he was going to have to die. And so since this is what we're supposed to take away from this, off of what Harry is saying. Since Dumbledore willingly submitted to being killed by Snape, and he was okay with it, Snape was not the last master of the Elder Wand. And Harry has to like really break it down for Voldy because he just like still isn't getting it.
Break it down for Voldy. Break it down for Adam, girl.
Break it down for Adam Forth. So I personally don't know. I think because he's more saying this to Voldemort because like we know that Snape didn't have the Elder Wand. But maybe no, you know what? I take that back. That's just me, Ariana, knowing that he didn't have the Elder Wand. So I think if we are supposed to believe that because Snape is the one that killed Dumbledore, that like the wand passes to him or whatever, maybe we are supposed to buy into that as well. But anyway, Harry is talking to him and calling him Riddle as well. So he's really trying to like needle him basically as he's like breaking it down for him. What were you going to say, Adam?
I just said he was getting under his skin.
Yeah, getting under his skin. But he drops the bomb, and the big bomb is Draco Malfoy, who successfully disarmed Dumbledore when Dumbledore was holding his wand out to try and defend himself in some way. Atop the astronomy tower.
Right.
That was when the wand... Bless you. The wand
chose allegiance.
The wand chose allegiance to Draco Malfoy because in that moment, Dumbledore technically was trying to protect himself / Harry, basically. So while he wouldn't have killed Draco, he did not... It was not his intention to be disarmed by Draco. And he wasn't, like, willingly disarmed by Draco. Draco, like, successfully disarmed him.
Go and wake Severus, said Dumbledore faintly but clearly. Tell him what has happened and bring him to me. Do nothing else. Speak to nobody else, and do not remove your cloak. I shall wait here. But you swore to obey me, Harry. Go. Harry hurried over to the door leading to the spiral staircase, but his hand had only just closed upon the iron ring of the door when he heard running footsteps on the other side. He looked around at Dumbledore, who gestured him to retreat. Harry backed away, drawing his wand as he did so. The door burst open, and somebody erupted through it and shouted, Expelliarmus. Harry's body became instantly rigid and immobile, and he felt himself fall back against the tower wall, propped like an unsteady statue, unable to move or speak. He could not understand how it had happened. Expelliarmus was not a freezing charm.
Yeah, so in that moment, obviously, he chose that last moment to protect Harry.
Dumbledore had wordlessly immobilized Harry, and the second he had taken to perform the spell had cost him the chance of defending himself. So yeah, it wasn't like a
successful disarming. Yeah. And so yeah, this is the big bomb that has been dropped. Which is also why I feel like Draco needed to be like out of the way during this whole thing as well. Just like for the story's sake, he needs to be somewhere else, you know? And so Voldemort is like, well, that's fine. That doesn't matter. I'll deal with him later. Who cares, you know? But that is not all. Harry managed to disarm Draco Malfoy at Malfoy Manor.
Okay, wait.
What?
The wand magic, the Elder Wand magic is not tied to the Elder. This is the thing that's crazy about this whole thing. So he disarms Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Dumbledore dies with his wand. But the concept of the wand's allegiance just travels outside of the wand through other wands.
I don't know if we're supposed to read it as... I don't think we're supposed to read it as it is in Draco Malfoy's wand. I think it's just we're literally supposed to think that the wand that Voldemort is using is not going to really be loyal to him. Because the magic somehow knows Draco was the rightful owner, and now Harry is the rightful owner. And it's not Voldemort. So I don't think... But
yes, see, but then in order to do that, the wand has to acknowledge that Harry took Draco's regular wand. Like, there has to be an acknowledgement by the Elder Wand that it's using the idea of the regular wand in order to go. Like, that's the part that's crazy to me.
to be clear, I believe, I haven't seen the movie in a while, but I believe they do go with that with that concept in the film. So it's literally like Draco Malfoy's wand becomes the Elder Wand, supposedly. I think that's like what they're trying to go with.
I mean, in a film, I feel like you have to, because otherwise,
like the
how do you visually represent that?
Yeah. But yeah, it's just interesting. And so because he took Draco Malfoy's wand, the Elder Wand is loyal to Harry. The wand knows that Harry is the rightful owner. And Harry's like, I'm counting on it. I'm counting on that wand knows you are not the true master of the Elder Wand. And so then I said, take that, Voldy. Because right at that moment, the sunlight hits both their faces at the same time. It's like the Sanderson sisters. And
yes, it's the end of Hocus Pocus.
Voldemort and Harry face off for the last time. Voldemort screams Avada Kedavra, and Adam, Harry, you remember when you asked about this last time? I was like, he does say Expelliarmus, but I was like, I'm gonna let you discover it again for the first time. Harry shouts out Expelliarmus. The two spells meet in the middle and erupt into a blast of golden fire. The Elder Wand goes flying through the air, and Harry, just in case anyone forgot, Harry is a seeker.
He's a seeker.
Really talented
by the way,
Quidditch
guys,
player.
He's a really talented Quidditch player.
Remember?
This is the end of his Quidditch career right here, by the way.
Yeah, you'll never hear him talking about a snitch
going to become an
Auror
again. Tomorrow.
He catches the snitch out of the air.
The wand.
Voldemort's... What'd you say?
The wand. You said the snitch.
Oh, sorry. He catches the wand out of the air.
Just like a
snitch. Voldemort's killing curse bounces back at him.
Off of what?
Off of what?
Off of Expelliarmus?
Girl.
I almost wish there was no physical representation of the spells, only because Expelliarmus would have to get to the wand. Like, I don't how does Expelliarmus work and it rebounds Avada Kedavra back? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter, guys.
No, but I do. How does it? What is it? It's bouncing off of Expelliarmus, basically. But
I guess
would it bounce off a shield charm then?
Because
only Expelliarmus.
Because Harry's magic is the Elder One's magic.
Yeah. That's what we're supposed to believe. It just is stronger than Voldemort. And Harry has the protection now as well. So the combination of the two, he can't touch Harry, apparently. He can't touch anyone. So Voldemort's killing curse hits him, and he falls to the ground dead, like fully dead. 100% dead. Gone for good. Good news, he's dead. Lord Voldemort is dead. Anyway.
That's it. That's the book.
Yeah. After a moment of shocked silence, there is a huge everyone erupts into celebration. Everyone is like rallying around Harry. Obviously, they're so relieved. The Golden Trio and Ginny are closest to him during the celebration. Harry's the savior of the day, right? So he's like everyone wants to have a moment with him. Everyone is trying to he's comforting people. They want to shake his hand, they want to thank him for what he's done. And he's walking through the crowd, comforting people. And then at some point during this forensic situation, Kingsley is like appointed Minister of Magic.
It's so much happens that I was like, are we time jumping? No, it's so
it's
much
all happening
happens
immediately. Yeah. And then it's like mentioned that like
it actually makes no sense. It actually makes no sense the way it's written, because it's like he becomes Minister of Magic. Death Eaters are getting caught in the countryside that have fled, and
yeah, talking about around the world.
People
like
are released from Azkaban. Like, it happens immediately. It's crazy.
Wait, now I want to read that exact part where it's just like all these things happening across the country.
It's so crazy.
That's so funny.
Okay. The sun rose steadily over Hogwarts, and the great hall blazed with life and light. Harry was an indispensable part of the mingled outpourings of jubilation and mourning, of grief and celebration.
I should have mentioned them.
They wanted him there with them, their leader and their symbol, their savior and their guide, and that he had not slept, that he craved the company of only a few of them seemed to occur to no one. He must speak to the bereaved, clasp their hands, witness their tears, receive their thanks, hear the news now creeping in from every quarter as the morning drew on.
Here we go.
The Imperious up and down the country had come back to themselves, that Death Eaters were fleeing or else being captured, that the innocent of Azkaban were being released at that very moment. At that very moment, and that Kingsley Shacklebolt had been named temporary Minister of Magic.
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have included that, temporary Minister of Magic. But we know they go on to keep him. Yeah, he goes on to stay as minister. So, it's also mentioned that it's the house elves and the centaurs are sitting together. No one's sitting in their houses or anything like that. Grop sticks his head in through the window. Oh my gosh, Adam, it only says Colin Creevey in this. Why did I think Colin's younger brother also died?
It's just Colin.
I really thought that, but it's only Colin. I thought it was both of them. It's only Colin. It's Fred, Tonks, Lupin, and Colin Creevey. Lavender Brown. I
don't think Dennis came back. I think Dennis actually did leave.
Okay.
Would be my guess.
But yeah, all the houses are intermingling together. They're not, everyone's together. There's no one's divided, basically. Harry is, I should also mention Voldemort's body is kept separately away from everyone else. All the fallen heroes.
Yes, and where are the other bodies? Because we're all in the Great Hall, and everyone's eating and having a jubilation. And they're surrounded by 54 dead bodies on the floor.
I don't know.
I don't mean to say that there's not a cause for celebration. I just mean to say
100%.
it's weird.
No, but it's weird
to write that it's all happening in the same room.
Yeah.
And to be like, and finally, no one is sitting by house anymore.
Yeah.
We're losing the forest for the trees. Okay.
Well, maybe they're not. Maybe we're supposed to interpret that they're not in there. It says they moved Voldemort's body and laid it in a chamber off the hall, away from the bodies of Fred, Tonks, Lupin, Colin Creevey, and 50 others who had died fighting him.
I guess I just assumed, because of the specificity of saying that Voldemort's was off the hall, that the implication is like the others are in the hall.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's so
Harry is it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know. I had that thought as well, that I was like, where are they? Ooh. Harry,
I understand that the end of the book has to be this joyous moment.
Yeah, because he's
but like dead, I don't think immediately after a battle feels like woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, 54 people died.
Yeah.
Many of them were minors. Woo!
Yeah. So Harry is like obviously exhausted. He sits down next to Luna and she obviously she says that she would love some peace and quiet if it was her. And he was like, yeah, I would love some. And then she ends up distracting the crowd so he can put on the cloak and slink away. Again, the people that are on to Luna like notices these things in Harry that other people don't. They're not wrong. Like, it is there for you to kind of like latch on to, you know? But also I'm fine with that being just their platonic friendship as well.
Yeah.
So Harry ends up passing Ginny with Molly. Neville has the sword next to him still, and he's like surrounded by admirers. And then the three Malfoys are all like huddled together, talking in hushed voices. And then Harry ends up finding Ron and Hermione, and then the three of them leave the Great Hall as Peeves is singing a celebratory original song that he wrote where he refers to Voldemort as Voldy. Voldy's gone moldy. Moldy Voldy. So yeah, I'm here for that, Peeves. Harry is very relieved, but then also he has like a pang in his chest every time he's thinking about the people that they've lost. Obviously, understandable. He tells Ron and Hermione everything about what he saw in the Pensieve and then what happened in the forest. And they're like, what? This was so quick. I was like, we need more time for that. Like, literally, what are you telling? You basically just told them that you died for like 20 minutes. And
I know. I understand that we as readers just read this happening, but it would have been nice to hear their actual like
to like decompress from it. Yes, like come on. So then they get to the doorway of the headmaster's office, and Harry's like, there's the griffin is like fallen on the floor there because it's been damaged, and so he's like, is it okay if we go up? And he's like, the griffin's like, yeah, feel free, go ahead. So the three of them go up to the headmaster's office, and then they're all greeted with thunderous applause from all the headmaster and headmistress portraits. Phineas.
Yes, but
yeah,
I want to point this out. Harry is going to have PTSD. He walks into the room, and there's sound from the applause that starts immediately, and he immediately is like, oh no, it's the Death Eaters and Voldemort are back.
Yes, he definitely. This is such a clear indication of PTSD. Yep.
Not a good sign.
It is a sign, Harry. So, Phineas is also making a point to say, and remember that Slytherin did our part. And I'm like, Slughorn? One Slytherin.
Two if you count Snape.
Yeah, two if you count Snape. So Harry only has eyes for Dumbledore's portrait, which is like crying tears of happiness. Harry starts talking to him about the Deathly Hallows and what he thinks he wants to do with them. So he tells Dumbledore that he left the Resurrection Stone somewhere in the forest. He does not know where it is, and he's going to leave it there. Wherever he dropped it, he doesn't know, and no one else knows. So there's no reason really for him to worry about that one. I was still a little bit like, but someone could, maybe because he was so deep in the forest, he was like, no one's ever going out into the forest. But I'm like, but you three went there all the time. So I'm like, I feel like that's, I don't know. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. No one knows it's there. So it's not going to be disturbed. It'll just fade into the forest floor. And then he says he is going to keep the cloak because obviously it's like his family cloak.
That's why I kind of wish it was like an actual stone. You know what I mean?
Rather than like,
a jewel. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe in her mind it was that. I don't know.
No, because it would have been set in a ring, so it would have been like. It couldn't be like an actual rock.
You could get what are those? I'm thinking of those turquoise ones though that do kind of look like stones that people make into just kind of like unique rings. But it doesn't matter. He says he's going to keep the cloak. And Dumbledore's like, as is your right. It's your ancestral family cloak. Absolutely. And then Harry's like, so for the Elder Wand, I don't want it. I'm gonna put it back in your tomb.
I'm good.
Yeah. No thanks, but no thanks. It's a no from me. And then Ron and Hermione kind of like regard the wand with like they're in awe of the wand, which is like unsettling for Harry because he's like, oh, I don't think this is. I think this is not. It's not good to keep this wand around. And he only wants to do one thing with it before he puts it back into Dumbledore's tomb. And that is repair his old Holly and Phoenix feather wand, which he is able to do. It is good as new. And that he's happy with that because that's his wand. So he's happy. I made a note that I said it would have been cool if he could have done that for Hermione too. But I mean,
yeah,
because her wand broke, or is her wand just, I couldn't remember if her wand completely broke, if it was lost at the Malfoys, but I was like,
I think
you could maybe offer to fix someone else's wand, but okay, before you put it back. But you know what? Whatever. That was like, I made that note, and then I was like, anyways, he tells Dumbledore he will return the wand to his grave and never use it, thus ending the cycle. So as long as Harry dies a natural death, the wand will never get a new master, and then
unless he is Expelliarmus. Unless he is This is what I mean. Like, you just did this whole thing of being like, it's not about dying. Yeah. It's not about who kills him.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and then Harry realizes as long as he never dies unnaturally.
And it's like,
what?
Is it because... No, I can't even. I was going to say, is it because he was disarmed and then died? But no, we can't even say that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an explanation for that.
I do think the movie handles this better. I think it just makes more sense that he's like,
yeah, get rid of it. Yeah, exactly.
We're done. We're done, diva.
Yeah, we're done with that.
What do you think Dumbledore's skeleton's gonna do with this fucking wand? Why does it matter? Like, get out of here. Oh,
and then Ron, she just really wants to show that Ron is like the worst of them all the way up until the end. Or
don't worry, Harry still wins with the last sentence of this fucking chapter. Harry still wins as the worst character.
Ron is like, are you sure? Are you sure that you want to get rid of the Elder Wand? But Hermione's like, no, I agree with Harry. I agree with Harry. And Harry goes, that wand is more trouble than it's worth. And personally, I've had enough trouble for a lifetime.
Ha ha ha. And then, what's the last sentence?
What? That was the last sentence in my book.
The last sentence of the chapter is not dialogue. It is, I will read it to you because I was so annoyed that he...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, the creature bit. Yes. Yeah.
And quite honestly, blah, blah, blah. He turned away from the painted portraits, thinking now only of the 4-poster bed lying waiting for him in Gryffindor Tower, and wondering whether his slave creature might bring him a sandwich there.
Literally. Yeah. Yeah. We just had to mention the house elves in the last sentence of this chapter.
She's so infuriating.
She couldn't resist.
So infuriating. It would have even been nice. It didn't even have to be a couldn't it just be like he just wanted to lay in his 4-poster bed?
Yeah. Why did creature need to be brought in bringing him anything? Like, yeah, it's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Great job, Ari. Wonderful.
Thank you, Adam. Oh my God, I can't believe we made it. Wow.
That's the chapter.
Crazy.
Next week, we'll be reading the epilogue.
The epilogue, y'all.
Which is called, what's the title of it? 19 years later. Oh, we've got some comments on Spotify.
Okay.
Chapter 33, The Prince's Tale. Ricky Drozdinsky says, I'm so sad this pod is ending. It feels like one of the last places us queer and GNC people? GNC. Gender nonconforming. Gender nonconforming
gender
people
nonconforming.
I was like, the like
GNC.
vitamin store?
Yeah.
Gender nonconforming people can go to enjoy the nostalgia anymore because of She Who Must Not Be Named. HP used to mean the world to me as a child from an abusive home. Reading it was the first time I realized I wasn't alone, and Harry gave me strength. She let a whole generation down, but you guys allowed me to enjoy the stories again. Thanks for all the laughs over the years from this anxious millennial. P.S. Please do Twilight.
Everyone's asking for Twilight! Oh my god,
This is Ari's worst nightmare.
I mean, if that is, hey, I guess we have to do it if the people are demanding it. But
they're clamoring, Ari. They're simply clamoring.
I always love you. Multiple listeners have said something like that, and that's literally why we continued the podcast like for so long, or we were like, we got to finish it because it's like it is a place where you can still celebrate Harry Potter, but none of it goes to her.
Yeah. And trust me, we're not getting any money for it either. So,
or to us,
it's a win-wins all around.
Or to us.
Okay. On book 5, chapter 3, The Advance Guard.
Oh my gosh.
Alice leaves a comment. I don't know if you girlies will read this, but I'm a 31-year-old recently hatched trans girl. Congrats, sister!
Welcome!
And lifelong Harry Potter fangirl with a dark mark tattoo. I constantly struggle with my love for this universe and my disgust that a dumpster fire is responsible for like 70% of my personality, and non-binary Tonks is the headcanon I so badly needed. I adore you both so much. Thank you for making me feel okay for liking Harry Potter again.
You are
congrats
so welcome.
Congrats on your transition journey. That's very exciting. Chapter 34, The Forest Again. Alexandra says 5 stars. I am so sad the pod is nearly over. I really hope you guys come back with another series. Let me warn you, though. Be prepared to analyze travel again in the Chronicles of Narnia. Maybe you too can make sense of it because I cannot. Because
I cannot. We would not be able to either, I bet. We would have no idea.
We can't figure out travel in this, girl.
Yeah.
Also in Forest Again, Noelle says, Noelle. Listen, Noelle.
I had a roommate named
Noelle.
Noelle
Says, great episode, 5 stars. Sucks that it's coming to an end, but please don't leave the HP fandom yet. I would be so open to you reading random HP fan fiction. Please consider it.
That is also the fan fiction thing is a real root, Adam. The fan fiction is an option as well, because there's more than just Harry Potter fan fiction out there.
And then book 4, chapter 28, The Madness of Mr. Crouch.
God. Oh my god.
Kells leaves us a comment that's just the 2 pink hearts, the like big one and then the little one next to it.
Yeah.
3 of those.
Oh.
So 6 hearts.
Wow.
Wow, the people are clamoring, Ari. They're simply clamoring.
Oh my god.
For all kinds of things.
I mean,
they simply don't want us to end.
I know. I like that you all are offering up suggestions. Yeah, we need to talk about it. We need to figure it out.
And we'll have those conversations off pod.
Yeah, and sorry. We do get the final say. Say, everyone.
Thank you for writing in. We love hearing what you guys think. You can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you find your podcasts, as well as video versions on the Ampliverse YouTube channel and Spotify. As always, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe so we get a perfect Newt score. 5 stars only, or else you will have Expelliarmus done to you, and then you're
in a reverse bounce off.
In a reverse, or house elves will stab you in the ankles with kitchen shears.
Or you'll have the sorting hat put on your head and set on fire.
That is so crazy to me. The setting on fire of the sorting hat is...
Yeah.
Also, did it survive?
I think it was okay. The sword came out of it.
True.
Yeah.
But maybe we should stop sorting.
Maybe.
Maybe we shouldn't sort at 11. Don't forget to follow us on on Instagram at HB Anxious or YouTube at The Ampliverse. We are hosted on Spotify for podcasters, so thank you to them. And are a proud member of The Ampliverse. Check them out at theampliverse.com. Thank you, Ariana Dumbledore.
Thank you, Adam Forth Dumbledore.
And as always, not my daughter, you bitch.
You bitch!